Hello environmental ethics peers, and welcome to Respecting the Mighty Mississippi, a short documentary on the problems we face due to our own actions with the health of a pivotal part of our city and campus, the Mississippi River. Pool 1 is a stretch of the river that runs from St. Anthony Falls to the Ford Dam near Minnehaha Falls, and within this, our campus. I have a close connection to Pool 1 as an avid fisherman. Although I can see its beauty, a lot of people don't due to its smell and trash that's accumulated in the waters. For this project, I decided to investigate the contaminants found in Pool 1's waters that its biotic community lives in. Let's take a closer look. Fishing this summer, my friend and I came across this beautiful, but obviously unhealthy muskie that had washed up onto shore. We'll never know the true cause for its struggles, but it's hard to look past the pollution of these waters when the sources are directly in sight. Trash. Industrial pollution. Sewage. And the lock and dam system are all responsible for tainting these waters and risking the health of these beautiful fish. There is hope in the horizon, though. Since 1967, testing of the contaminants in Mississippi River fish has taken place for studies in pollution prevention, sustainability, and human consumption of the fish. This project is called Minnesota's Fish Contaminant Monitoring Program and is a partnership with the Minnesota Departments of Natural Resources, Health, and Agriculture, and the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. This is the process the program uses to collect data from the fish that is subsequently used in numerous research projects. One of the studies that I found interesting is published by the Department of Health and provides consumption guidelines for fish from pool to pool. The two pools between Minneapolis and St. Paul contain three types of harmful contaminants that are found in the fish. Mercury, polychlorinated biphenyls, and perfluorooctane sulfonate are all contaminants that burden the Mississippi, and industrial pollution is most at blame. Looking forward, awareness and prevention of pollution in the Mississippi is only rising. Due to environmental critical thinking skills, such as those we have learned in class, Minneapolis is taking strides to clean the river and create a better aquatic environment for the great Mississippi and her inhabitants. Hey everyone, so thanks for watching my short investigation, and I hope you learned something valuable. And I would like to now discuss what I think is the most applicable idea in environmental ethics for this topic, and my personal favorite, which is Leopold's land ethic. So to begin to understand the environmental implications that are a product of humans on the Mississippi, I think our first step is this. As Leopold would do, we need to assess the rightfulness or wrongfulness of how we are acting on the Mississippi, and from that evaluation, determine the consequences on the land, which in this case is the river, who has direct effects on the inhabitants and other users of it as an entire ecosystem. And in terms of consequences that are determined, these can then give an overall sort of rating of the land's health. I think one large aspect of this health is the cultural diversity, and Leopold would agree. Looking at our Mississippi Pool 1 model, it would be very interesting to know data of this diversity from the time of human intervention on the river, especially with the construction of dams, and how this has affected the diversity of species. If we see a decrease of cultural diversity using the land ethic, this would be a consequence of a decrease in ecological diversity, as Leopold would say, which we can then assume to be a form of human intervention and pollution. So, now that we've assessed the consequences of these actions, we next should move in a positive direction and learn how to prevent a decline in land health by changing the way we think about the land, as Leopold taught. So to do this, Leopold's 4 fundamental tenets must be incorporated into our conscience and in effect then change our behaviors. So as you all learned, these tenets, the first is humans are co-members of the ecological community, which itself has moral value. The second, humans should love and respect the land. The third, one cannot have a land ethic without a change of heart and head and the development of an ecological conscience. And lastly, acts are right insofar as they tend to preserve the beauty, stability, and integrity of the ecological community, and they are wrong as they tend to be otherwise. So, as members of this ecosystem, the Great Mississippi, I think using Leopold's land ethic can be a guideline to understand and hopefully in the future correct the negative impact we have had as humans on the river as inhabitants. Thanks for watching my video.